Hi Mercy.
Hello.
You grew up in Kenya, Nairobi. Can you tell us about your roots?
Well, I'm from Nairobi, the capital city. I'm the first born in a family of 3 kids, and I mean we grew up just it's an average home. Yeah, I finished my high school there. I did a little bit of college, and then I came to South Africa to further my studies.
What did you study?
So I joined the International Hotel School because I was doing food and beverage. So I came to advance more in managing F&B and service in F&B.
So that's what brought you to South Africa and Cape Town in particular.
Cape Town in particular because International Hotel School was based here.
Where did your love for wine start?
Well, back home, I mean, people don't drink wine. Back home, we talk about beer and ciders and spirits. When it comes to wine, I found out more about wine in this country. So after I was done with my courses, and then One and Only opened its door in 2009. So I joined Nobu as a waitress, and that's when my passion for wine started, when I saw almost 5,000 bottles of wine. So I was more interested in learning and understanding.
And you started here as a waitress, and today you're the restaurant manager here, and you achieved quite a lot of other things as well. You studied further into wine, you did WSET level 3, you're currently busy with your Cape Wine Academy diploma, you're a board member of Black. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
So when I joined One and Only, so Showcook had these inter-hotel challenges, and that's where I kind of started getting interested, and I wanted to challenge myself. So by then, the first year, I didn't have any knowledge of like any certificate of wines or anything. Whatever I knew was on the job. So I challenged myself. I represented One and Only Cape Town, and I was number 4. I actually got the most upcoming wine steward in the whole South Africa actually.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So I was like, wow. So yeah, and then I joined the second year, and I was in 3rd place. So, and then I was done with competitions, did my WSET. Yeah, I also did the SASA course as well. Yeah, so that's where it all began.
What inspired you to do that?
Well, initially, before you know anything about wine, for me it was only white, red, So when I came here and I kind of saw all these different red wines, and we had this amazing F&B director who was kind of training us and empowering us with the wine knowledge, I was more interested in learning more. So that is where I began to realize it's something I would really want to do.
And can you tell us a bit more about Black as well?
Black, yes. So it's the new initiative that is powered by Vula Africa. So Black is more about empowering the young generation, especially the Black people as well, to know more about wine, because the awareness is not enough. We see as if out there in the locations they don't know anything about wine. All you see is everyone drinking beers and ciders. So we want to introduce them to wine, and not just any wine, proper wine, learn about wine, just to educate them. Yeah, we also take them to the wine farm so that they can see where it all begins,
Get them to have a real interest
exactly,
in wine.
yeah, to see it from the grape all the way to the glass. Yeah.
Right. And doing all this with, I thought, a kid, and now you found out twins as well. How on earth do you manage that? Because this is quite a challenging job with tough hours to work and studying and having kids.
It is a challenging, yeah, you're right. Being a mom is a challenge on its own. So having twins as well and working in the hospitality industry, you can imagine all those combined. But I'm lucky because my mom came down from Kenya. So my mom being the pillar of my strength, she's always there to help me out. So with my mom and additional helper, so yeah, then at least I can have an opportunity to rush to the library for a few hours and do some other work.
And just press her button.
So I'm just lucky. Otherwise, if I was on my own, I don't think I would have managed.
Wow. Yeah. So you're very fortunate.
Yeah, I am fortunate to have my mom with me.
Any advice that you would give to other young aspiring soms or people want to train themselves in the wine industry?
Well, all I can say, some people, they feel as if the job, especially the women, as if it's very intimidating, as if it's more for men. I just want to let them know it isn't. If you put your heart into it and you really, really are passionate, you can achieve wherever you want. And solid proof that anything is manageable. You can manage anything. So they should just push hard, study hard, taste more, because that is the only way to go. Yeah, keep tasting those wines, and then they will get there eventually.
Is there people sometimes ask, are you born with a certain palate? Are some people better wine tasters than others, or is it something that you can learn? Is it something you can teach yourself how to taste wine, or do you think it's something that you're either born with that skill or you're not?
No, I think it's something that you can teach yourself. Because initially when I started tasting wines, all these flavors that people used to talk about, I used to think, what the hell are they talking about? I couldn't pick up anything.
Yeah.
But with time, and the more you get to know the grape, its characters, and then with time, you actually, you learn how to. Now I can differentiate one grape from another, but a few years ago I couldn't do that. So it's something you can develop.
You love cooking as well. What is your favorite that you will make when you get home?
Well, I try. I'm a wife, so I have to cook for my family as well. I do try sometimes to cook some of our traditional food from back home, which is a challenge because sometimes you won't get the ingredients here as well. But you adopt, my family, we're Kenyans, and my family love beef. So, you make them a beef curry or a beef stew with maybe some pap. Everyone, all black people love pap. It's our staple food.
You also grew up with pap?
Yeah, we also grew up with pap. So once in a while, I wanna make my family a nice meal. If it's a roasted beef, then maybe we can have a glass of red wine with that as well.
So you say you didn't grow up with wine, but now you have your wine knowledge and you have exposed to all these amazing wines in South Africa, and you have your food that you grew up with that you sometimes cook here. Was it a challenge or interesting to pair these food now with these different wines?
Well, in the beginning, I would say it was a little bit challenging, but once you get to understand the wines, then you have a lot of choices as well. Because our dishes, some of them are spicy. We have curries as well. So, well, initially, now I think I'm in a right place. Now I know what to drink with my food from back home. And my husband also is more into red wines, but he likes more fuller-bodied wines. So we always try and play it around. Every day a different challenge. Trying to learn as well and educate ourselves more.
But it sounds like it's going to be beef with a hearty, full-bodied red.
Oh yes, definitely.
You can probably write a book about experiences in the restaurant industry. People come here, this is a 5-star hotel, different customers, questions they ask you as a sommelier. I can imagine it's not always easy answering it. How do you do that to keep them happy, but also to correct them?
Well, sometimes it can be challenging, especially if it's someone who is hosting a table and they're ordering the wrong things. You don't want to correct them in front of his peers or whatever. But one way or another, in between service, you try and make sure you're in the right page. Sometimes it's really, really hard because some of the guests, you get all different types of guests. There's the people with the proper wine knowledge, and there's the people who actually don't have the wine knowledge, but they want to impress their friends. So from an early stage, you will pick up those people. Yeah, sometimes you do try and actually, suggest something else and actually try and give him a taster as well, and explain to him why it would go so well with the dishes that he's serving, but also tell him whatever he chose is also not a bad idea.
It's make him feel bad.
Yes, it's also an amazing wine, but depending with the dish that he's having, he will enjoy the dish more with a different type of wine. Some they will always, they will appreciate and actually go with your suggestion, but you will get some that will tell you, this is what I drink and this is what I want. So, I mean, if you get those ones, you just let them enjoy what they like.
Mercy, you're also a big runner. Is that from the Kenyan roots, or is it just in your genes, or is it something you love? Because you came to Cape Town and you also have the whole hotel joined a running club, and you actually started a running club here. How did that come?
I think that is in my genes. Being a Kenyan, that's what we do, we run. So yeah, I used to run a lot in school, but mostly for events, and I've never run as a professional. I wouldn't think I would go that far, but I just love running as a passion. So when I came to South Africa, I did continue running, and also at work. So I also encouraged some of my peers. We go hiking together, we run. And then the hotel just asked, why can't you just make a club for the whole hotel? I mean, most of the time we are here, people don't get a chance to exercise. So sometimes maybe running is the only exercise they'll have. So we run as a team now. Well, Nairobi is more like Joburg. Okay. So we are more landlocked. There's no ocean or anything. So it's a busy. If you think Joburg, just think Nairobi. It's more work up and down the whole day. So that's where
vibrant.
That's it. Yeah, it's just busy throughout.
Was it a big challenge for you, or a big adjustment to move from such a hustle bustle big city to a city that's much more relaxed and laid back and holiday atmosphere?
Actually, it was after I finished school. So when I came here, I could feel like such a big change, because seriously speaking, here people are just at a very slow pace. And I always tell most of the people, as much as I can survive in your country, you wouldn't survive in my city. No, it is an adjustment where things are done differently. Even if you go to ShopRite, when you're in the queue, you can see there's no rush. Everything, you should see what happens in my country. I'm telling you, everything is at a very fast pace. So there was an adjustment. I could feel the change, but then I kind of got used to it, But also people here are a little bit reluctant as well. They're just slow, and I've picked that up also when they don't want to grow themselves sometimes, People are comfortable, And that's the thing, you don't get that opportunity back home to be comfortable. You just want to move forward, keep moving. Because once you're comfortable, then everyone will just leave you behind.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be very successful and have a great wine bar in Nairobi.
We do, I hope so.
And introducing a lot more young people, not only young people in general, but educate a whole new generation into wine.